I want you to imagine you're the parent to a child who loves going to school. It's their favorite place. They enjoy hanging out with their friends, socializing, and even their teachers. Now I want you to imagine that they become less active, you see a mental change in them, and their overall performance is beginning to decline. As a parent, this is concerning. You want them to succeed. You're willing to do anything to provide them with the support that they need in order to do good in school. What if I told you that there's a simple solution that can help boost your child's brain as well as promote healthy life choices? Today, I'm here to persuade you that children should have constant access to fun physical activity. Before we can take a look at the problem, before we can understand this issue, we need to take a look at the problem, investigate the causes, and finally, I'll provide you with a unique solution. Let's jump into the problem. Parents aren't aware of how much exercise physically changes their child's brain, and it's hurting our kids. According to Time magazine on August 19th of 2014, physical exercise and movement is critical to connecting different parts of the brain, and this translates directly into how it affects your child's cognitive and mental health as well as social skills. We need to keep our kids moving in order for them to have the correct cognitive skills for their age. Another problem we're seeing is that less active children are more apt to have depression. According to New York Times on March 2nd of 2020, less active children are actually more likely to live with depression, cause self-harm, or even more dramatically, commit suicide. These are huge issues that need to be addressed in order for us to provide our children with the support that they need in their mental health, and exercise is key to this. We're also seeing a big problem right now with the COVID-19 pandemic. Right now, children are in distance learning and they have no access to PE classes. On April 27th of 2020, KMTR states that PE classes are on hold with no end in sight, and this is teaching our children unhealthy habits. We need to promote our children to move during the day, and that's just not happening right now. Now that we've looked at some of the problems, let's look at some of the causes. Right now, we aren't providing any federal regulations for the amount of PE that students need to be provided with during school. According to CNN, we have no regulation on how much time a school is required to provide a child during the school day. There's no regulation on balancing between when they're in class and when they're out performing physical education. And this isn't good because this is crucial time for our students that's going to help their development and allow them to actually learn better while they're in class. We're also finding another cause of this is that students aren't going to ask to exercise, or children aren't going to ask to exercise. And according to Fox, on October 26th of 2015, kids won't ask to exercise because they don't enjoy it. They're less likely to ask to do fitness-specific tasks because doesn't seem fun to them, they don't want to do it. So we need to provide them with ways that they can exercise that is fun to them and it feels like they're playing. The last cause that we're finding, according to The Guardian on June 27th of 2016, children are not receiving the opportunities to go out and play. That we think that children need to be in their seats to learn, but that's simply not the case, that they actually need the time to go out and play in order for them to build cognitive skills that helps them learn while they're in class. Children going out, opting for an hour of in-class education doesn't replace opting for an hour of physical education. They need both in order to be productive. Now that we've looked at some of the causes, I'm going to provide you with a unique solution. Children need to have more access to physical activity because this is what helps them learn during school hours. It helps to promote their cognitive skills, their mental capacity, as well as other important physical activities, as well as genetic risks of not exercising. On August 15th of 2020, the Washington Post states that children performing aerobic activities actually helps them focus and perform during school hours. Opting out of physical activity will actually affect a child's academic outcome, when the thought that we have right now is that if we opt for in-class learning while a child is in their seat, it's better for their academic outcome, and that's simply not the case. We're also seeing that parents need to, another thing we need to do is that parents need to take initiative on providing exercise for their children. They can't rely on the school system to provide this time to their kids. And school systems usually only provide 60 minutes. And according to the World Health Organization, 60 minutes is just baseline activity. As a parent, you need to push your child to do more. Now that I've taken you through some of the problems, we've investigated the cause, and I provided you with a unique solution. Today I tried to persuade you that children should have more access to fun physical activity. So next time that your little cousin, your daughter, your son, or you're babysitting a child, that I hope that next time they ask you to go out and play, that you say